brother get us, so they gon' fall with us.
I got one up top is brain spaghetti, nigga. I was way too young out on that block, but now I'm ready, nigga. I keep murder on my mind, sometimes I feel like Millie, nigga. Stuff my 2-6 full of bald heads, just like that Billy, nigga. If you feeling bold, drop your nuts and go and bet it, nigga. Yeah, I seen that text, I ain't reply, but yeah, I read it, nigga. All that pillow talking that you did, you could've kept it, nigga. Wake up early, turn on beats, that's what I eat for breakfast, nigga. I'm a hog, nigga. Get off phone, call niggas. Gonna send some shots at us, we gon' send shots at y'all niggas. Call his ass in traffic and let him make it, I want his dog with him. All them niggas diss my bro together, now they gon' fall with him. Smoke his ass in public, got him so damn close with that new iron, he couldn't duck it. He a bitch, I seen his eyes, I got more shots than buckets. I be so on point to hit my target, if I miss you lucky. In the field, so I'ma truck it. You better wake up, nigga, go and get your cake up, nigga. Never trust a bitch, they gon' talk bad and still a layup. I'm focused on my cake like NMA, so I can't cake up with you. When you see that flash or hear that bang, it's like a Draco picture. I done seen enough to know enough, he still ain't old enough. Can't express my feelings to my killers, so I pull it up. I was way too smart to be on blocks, I quickly sold it up. Got inside the game and made a name, these niggas old as fuck. Niggas hate, that ain't what up. How these niggas hate me when they see me shake me up? Yeah, these niggas hate me, but they still ain't made enough. I been thumbing through this cash for so damn long, got paper cut, and they still ain't play with us. I got Glocks equipped with drums to take a face and change it up. I can't fuck with niggas no more, cause they keep on changing up. What you want, some fame or what? I get it to your bitch ass, we can fair exchange it up. Your brother dead, my brother dead, let's meet up and say what up. I can't name a nigga, ain't face consequences, play with us. I got so much fucking ammunition and it stay with us. I keep K on clutch. The first nigga play with this shit, he bound to face the dust. I got one up top is brain spaghetti, nigga. I was way too young out on that block, but now I'm ready, nigga. I keep murder on my mind, sometimes I feel like Millie, nigga. Stuff my 2-6 full of bald heads, just like that Billy, nigga. If you feeling bold, drop your nuts and go and bet it, nigga. Yeah, I seen that text, I ain't reply, but yeah, I read it, nigga. All that pillow talking that you did, you could've kept it, nigga. Wake up early, turn on beats, that's what I eat for breakfast, nigga. I'm a hog, nigga. Get off phone, call niggas. Gonna send some shots at us, we gon' send shots at y'all niggas. Call his ass in traffic and let him make it, I want his dog with him. All them niggas diss my bro together, now they gon' fall with him. Smoke his ass in public, got him so damn close with that new iron, he couldn't duck it. He a bitch, I seen his eyes, I got more shots than buckets. I be so on point to hit my target, if I miss you lucky. In the field, so I'ma truck it. I'm in the field, so I'ma truck it. Get up close and get my bucket, pussy.
I'm in the field, I'm really drilling. Puss in peace, we really freestyling, nigga. Nigga, we really spilling. Really on that shit. Really. And we really stealing. I'm too quiet. Talk, I can't even hear you.
Turn up, nigga.
I'm too quiet. Can you hear me? Oh, all right, bet. Episode 8, baby.
Episode 8,
baby. We live everywhere, baby. We live on Instagram. We live on Twitter. But we live on all this shit, man. Anywhere you want to follow us, we there, man. This episode 8 of the Pete Podcast.
2 episodes left.
2 episodes left, man. Episode 10, we getting canceled. Straight up, that's how we coming. If you don't know yet, I'm telling you, this is the time to hop on board to come and check us out. I promise you, we're probably going to be canceled from every radio station possible and every program possible in probably about 2 episodes.
Enjoy us while we're here.
Say the date for that, man. We going crazy for episode 10. We doing giveaways. We probably going to give away $100,000. We on some scamming shit, so get it while it lasts. You know what I'm saying? That's how we coming. That face was good, right?
I don't think I wasn't in that. I wasn't in that meeting.
He had that face like, oh, we ain't talk about that part, bro.
That's new.
We ain't talk about the scamming part, bro. We ain't say he was going to.
I don't feel safe, bro. That's crying chopper right there.
You shouldn't, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anybody should feel safe. First and foremost, we always want to give a shout out to Lux Radio. We appreciate you guys for hosting us each and every Friday for this 2-hour session that we come in here. All of our fans want to thank you too. My dog is walking up to me, so I'm hoping he doesn't walk closer because he's really close to my cords. So shout out to y'all at Lux Radio. Shout out to the Chief. I was just watching him yesterday. He goes crazy. If y'all don't check that out, he got a go-go show that goes on Thursdays, and it's amazing. I know I told y'all last time about Mel B. I'm telling y'all, if y'all not really on this Lux Radio page,
gotta tap in.
Subscribe, bro. I know some people watching right now on Instagram that really don't even know what the Lux Radio business is, and you really not plugged in. I'm gonna tell you, go ahead and get hip, right? If you go to our Instagram, go to the bio, right? That's going to pop you up for our YouTube stream, right? When you see that YouTube stream, follow what we on. It's called Lux Radio, baby. I'm telling you, everybody there, everybody who's somebody that's got a show, especially in the DMV area, is there. I'm talking about we going global, baby. We going global. Check us out. Second most, well, really first most, we want to thank God for the opportunity for letting us be here today and be able to do what we got to do. I know that drill music might confuse you, but I love the Lord, no cap. And then on an opposite note of that, shout out to the plug for logo. On the opposite. Did we got the same flavor today, Sean?
Hold on, you on that the Sour Galactic?
Swear to God.
There you go.
Swear to God, we're both on the Sour Galactic. That's crazy.
And like I told you, I bought 2, and I just grabbed this one, bro.
So what other flavor did you buy? Say it on 3. Hold on, say it on 3. Cause I bought 2 too. You ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
USA.
Oh, okay.
What you get?
I got they got a lemonade flavor. I had the pregame lemonade. That was really good.
Did I have a lemonade?
They most of the time I get like the lemonade.
Ain't that one of the original flavors?
Yeah, it's one of the OG flavors that they
I'll be honest, I really don't even go into the OG flavor besides black.
That black drink be scaring me. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's the point.
You know, this ain't that bad.
Which one is that? The same one?
Same thing as you got in your hand. Sour Galactic drink.
Hell yeah. There go.
I ain't gonna lie, this drink tough, man.
I had something
Freestyle Friday. It's Freestyle Friday. We got some things going on. Hey, Mel, how you?
I don't even
He
got
said,
to call
dog, like,
myself.
hold up. Dog, like, hold up. I'm telling you. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We appreciate you every single time y'all come in. We love and appreciate y'all.
We love y'all.
Today we got some crazy stuff to talk. Bro, we just figured out something like low key, like fresh, right? I don't know if y'all know this, right? I don't know if y'all know this, but A$AP Rocky just dropped his album a few hours ago, and I did not.
We talked about it a little bit last week,
and I knew that it was coming, right? Because we played the sample last week. I don't know if y'all was here, right? We played that sample last week from the A$AP Rocky joint, and I ain't gonna hold you, it was tough. Right, it was on a whole different vibe, but I ain't gonna hold you. He really coming like that. But
bro, this album go crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a chance to hear like 2-3 songs off the album. Listen, if at any point during the podcast, right, you're like, they're yapping for a second, go listen to that A$AP Rocky album and come back and tell me whether it was worth a listen. If you feel for any second you're not gonna watch us, support A$AP Rocky. I promise you, he's a dog, bro.
And for those who were here last week, the song that we played, right, for like the first 5 or 6 songs on that album, it is not the vibe that we listened to last week. I'm gonna tell you right now, that boy put in work, and I said it.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah, he did.
I believed in him.
He did his thing.
That boy came through.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You know, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Rocky fan, right? Not like the biggest. You know how some people are like super fans. They're like, oh my god. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that, but like, I ain't gonna hold you. A$AP Rocky has had some clean pieces of art. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I genuinely enjoyed over the years. That I gotta give him credit. He's a dog when it comes to the rap game. On so many levels. He's a dog. I don't think he has like an R&B bag, but he has like this pop rock bag that's amazing that I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? But other than that, like I said, if you give it a chance, then let us know how you feel about it. Let us know on YouTube. You can comment on this after the show. You can let us know on our Instagrams. You can slide in our DMs. I promise we're not creeps. We want to talk about it definitely, and we're probably going to show them out with a couple of songs next week. Just let us know how you felt about that album. Man, we can kick today off however you want. It's so many things that have happened over the last week,
7 days, brother.
Like, I know that's crazy because a lot of the times, like, we come here and, like, to keep it a buck with y'all, sometimes we be fishing for content. Like nothing happened. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's dropping music. Hella people drop music. So I'm not going to really dabble too hard into it. Now, listen, what I will say about music, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were excited about Rocky dropping today, right? But I'm going to tell you somebody else that's about to drop.
In
right?
3 days.
In
4 days.
3 days. Who are you talking about? I don't think we talk about the same person.
Okay. Never mind.
Who are you talking about?
I thought we was talking about somebody more current, but I know who you talking about.
More current about to drop an album. Chad, who the hell is he talking about? He's edging me right now, bro. Just tell me who you saying, bro. What the hell?
Bro, who did we talk about like a week ago? All right, bro. I'm just saying DaBaby, bro.
DaBaby is about to drop. I've been seeing all those snippets, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's about to be tough.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard it's like 2 or 3 song snippets that he has out there? It's like,
and you know he been doing freestyles and stuff too.
So how do you feel? Do you think at this point you think DaBaby looking for like, what do you think he's looking for when he drops an album at this point? And I'm only saying it because we all know that he had
because of the controversy that he had and everyone basically canceled him.
I mean, I'm not afraid to get canceled. He said something about homosexuals or something like that. And I think he ended up using the word faggot, and I think that was like this whole rigmarole or whatever with him. And then
it was something that he said at Rolling Loud, I think, like a few years ago.
Something he said on Twitter too. I think it was a lot. I think
it's because he doubled down on Twitter, but it's originally the hype is from something that he said at a show in Rolling Loud, which, if I recall, I don't think it was that bad of what he said, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so
but it's when he doubled back on Twitter and said something.
I think the Rolling Loud thing was light. Like, pretty much he was like, I only want women, something like that, blah. Which is respectable, right? But I think it was when people started calling him homophobic online. I think he said something disrespectful. Now, respectfully, I'm going to just say I have nothing against any community, right? I don't really use slurs like that. I'm not really one of those type guys. Unless just like a white man when I'm alone, it slips up because I'm calling somebody that out of fun. But realistically, I don't discriminate against that community in any type of way. But I do think that, and we talked about this a few shows ago, I think a big problem with the music game now kind of is the cancel culture. I feel like, here's my thing, right? I feel like from the moment that I heard DaBaby, right, I could tell that he was on I could tell what he was on. Without making it seem weird, I can tell what he was on. I can tell he wasn't on nothing like that. I can tell he was on pussy. He was on that. Like, he was on talking to women. His music is mainly for women, right? And mainly for dancers. What's wrong? Why you pause it?
We got breaking news, brother.
What you mean we got breaking news?
Someone else dropped today.
Who else dropped today?
Who you gonna go see at Rolling Loud?
Who am I gonna go see at Rolling Loud?
Who's one of the headliners at Rolling Loud? Who this is gonna be his biggest event? I just my sources I didn't even know. I feel horrible as a YB fan. I didn't even know.
Bro, NBA YoungBoy dropped today?
He dropped today.
Like just the song, or like you mean
good,
like...
bro? This 30 songs, brother. 30 songs, an hour and 21 minutes. He dropped 30 songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, chat. We skipping the show today. We're just about to play the entire full NBA YoungBoy album.
We all about to have a listening party.
We about to have a listening party. Forget the rest of the podcast. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to find out. Nah,
bro, I'm looking at it right now, bro. He got 30 songs.
Are you for real?
Bro, first and foremost, I'm so serious. Like, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. Interesting debate next week, and come back for it, because I promise you I'm gonna talk about it, right?
I feel like we need to. I feel like we got 3 albums to cover.
What, with the NBA thing?
I feel like
do y'all feel
we could talk a little bit about Rocky. But I really want to talk about YoungBoy and DaBaby next week.
Let me ask a quick YoungBoy question to everybody in the chat. For anybody that knows NBA YoungBoy, right? I understand that he has the streaming legacy or everything like that. I understand that, right? Has he fallen off for real though, music wise, from what he was? I'm just asking, bro. You can say no if you want to. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just asking. Did he fall off? Hey, look.
Wait. Comment.
Hold up. If Jill Scott dropped today too, I'm going crazy. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh shit, Wiz Khalifa did drop a project today.
Dropped a project today too.
Oh, I think I had that.
What he said?
Damn.
He said his boy.
Somebody said my boy said YB shit was mid. Oh
saying,
Lord.
Bro. Has he fallen off?
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? And I know we kind of said something about this earlier while I was at work, right? I haven't been a genuine. Now listen, YB is gonna be one of the greatest artists. When he passes, when he stops making music, he's gonna be Hall of Fame, right? Straight up, right? There's nobody streaming like him. The only two people on the level of the only other person on the level of YB as far as streaming would be Drake. So to even be in a conversation with somebody like Drake and be a street rapper is ridiculous. First of all,
yeah, my bro said YB fell off. Damn.
But I feel like so. Here's my thing, right? Now here's the trick. Here's where I exposed Jay for clout. What was his last album called before the one that just dropped?
Why did he do that? Huh?
What was his last album called before this one that just dropped? See that face, y'all?
Wasn't it Massa?
See that face, y'all? What was the one before Massa? I think Massa might have just been the name of the tour.
No, because that was.
Look, he thinking so. He don't even know. I don't know the right answer.
It had to be Massa.
I'm gonna keep it.
I think that was the one where because the album cover had the fucking ski mask in front of the American flag shit.
Correct. You're right. It did.
Okay.
So here's my thing.
Damn, nigga, chill on me.
Try to explain it a little bit. So he had to lock in for a quick second. Like I'm gonna get canceled if I don't.
Bro, you can't be doing that, bro. You know my memory suck.
I'm gonna get canceled. Listen, bro.
About to get me shot by the YB stands. But
just wait until
YN's gonna air my shit out.
Episode 10, we airing out YB. We airing out 4K Trey. We airing out everything. It's a big scandal going on, and we're a part of it, and we're gonna exploit all that online. But nah, for real, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I haven't. And my man's Gator. I ain't gonna hold you. Gator is a real YB fan. Gator right now is probably listening to that album. He's probably been locked in on that album all day. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, right? But like, for the people that aren't the purest to his music, right? You know, I feel like back in the day, I can't think about the name of that album that like Confidential was on. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Back in that day, it was every YB album back in that time, every YB mixtape was having at least 5-6 songs on it that was going viral. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, the only YB song that I've heard in the past year, maybe even 2 years, is the Baby Boo song.
Damn.
Like, if I'm really keeping a buck, that's the only YB song that I've heard in the past 2 years. Now, I'm not saying that he's mid, but what I'm saying is that I think at a certain point, I kind of lost my attraction to the sound of his music because it just wasn't dynamic enough. You know what I mean? I feel like YB is so good at the lane that he's in that he never steps out of it. You know what I'm saying?
He's always had like his own shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about him, boy, he ain't never tried to be nobody he ain't.
No, that's a fact.
He always been solid in his own lane, and he stuck to it and did it well. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even gonna lie. At first, when he first came out, I really wasn't a YB fan.
Really?
I don't really think I paid much attention to him until like maybe by his second album. If you want me to be, and I only remember that because I went back to listen to some of his old stuff, and then that's when I was like, oh shit, he ain't that bad. But a lot of the music that I heard from him at that time was all features. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually how I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of those people where like, if I don't really like come across his music, you know what I'm saying, and vibe with that song that I hear, I'm not going to go check for other stuff by that artist. And sometimes that'd be fun because Spotify or YouTube algorithms could just throw me some of their bullshit, and I don't even know that they actually got some good songs.
That's a fact.
So, you know, and that's one of my, you know, downfalls when it comes to like keeping up with new age artists, you know. Especially if it's something that went viral on TikTok or something. I'm definitely not. If it's just a basic ass song that people doing the TikTok to, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. The whole time they can have some real good stuff that I never even knew about, but because, you know, I heard their TikTok stuff or their radio version stuff, I'm just like, eh.
It kind of waters it down when you hear that first.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that just goes back to what we talked about before about how, like, you know, the viral shit kind of fucked music up for a lot of artists sometimes. But
that's like I was just talking to my girl not too long ago. So I walked in the house and I started playing Tame Impala. I don't know if you guys know who Tame Impala is, but
yeah,
Tame Impala is a super duper wavy band. I don't really know what to call them. They're more so like pop, but they're like progressive pop, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And they've made a ridiculous amount of music within the past 15 years, right? A lot of music that they've made has gone on to be used by people like Rihanna, Beyonce, Kid Cudi, Don Toliver. Like, their music is like really good enough to where like real deal musicians and rappers are like, oh yeah, let me use this. And they're just like even Rihanna straight up just covered one of their songs. She didn't change a lyric at all. You get what I'm saying? She thought the song was good enough to cover and put on an album and pay him for it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, they make great music. And I was playing one song and my girl was like, oh, that's that TikTok song. And I was like, yeah, it's a TikTok song. in my mind, it's kind of like, I mean, I heard this song like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm not thinking about TikTok at all when I listen to the song. I'm thinking like, man, this used to be my jam. Like, this used to be tough. And she's like, oh, I didn't even know the song actually sounded like this. It's not bad. You know what I mean? And that just goes back to what you said. You hear this stuff on TikTok, and on TikTok it's the quirky part of the song that fits into what people are doing, into the dance culture, and into you know, the independent content creator culture, and it ends up watering down the actual music of what it is, because now it's just become content instead of being music. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna jump on that too hard. Everything cool. What I was really talking about is Cold World. So we do have some albums to review in between that.
Well, we're gonna be busy, boy.
Next week's gonna be a big music week for us. I can see that. Next week's gonna be a big music week. We're probably gonna talk about
it's a cold world, dog.
We're probably gonna be able to talk about that Young Boy album. We're gonna go listen to that.
Oh yeah,
A$AP Rocky,
I'm playing that today.
A$AP Rocky, just like I said, dropped today, so we're probably gonna listen to that. Wiz Khalifa, hopefully, if I get a chance. And if that Jill Scott thing is true, I'm not gonna lie, man. I got a thing for Jill, so I will definitely listen to her. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Factuals.
But Cold World, J. Cole, to me, straight up, if I get canceled, it is what it is the best rapper of all time. Straight up. There is no other better rapper in the world to me than J. Cole. There's been no one lyrically as good as J. Cole. There's been nobody flow as good as J. Cole. There's been no presentation as good as J. Cole. And dancing is for Chris Brown, and we're not here for dancing. We're here for music. But no, he's dropping on February 6th. I want to say is the date. Let me see. What day of the week is that? If that's on a Friday, then I'm gonna have to figure out a way to.
Hey, bro, chat said Jill make big areola music, and I don't know how to react to this.
Wait, what?
Somebody said Jill Scott makes big areola music, and I don't know how to feel about that comment. It's only episode 8, so I'm just gonna move past it.
You ever be watching the dudes, but they be like talking to somebody, they be like, oh. That's how I feel about that comment.
Bruh.
I gotta get a soundboard so every time somebody say something in the chat.
Bro, we gotta get a soundboard, bro. By episode 10, we gotta have a soundboard.
To the big areolas.
This nigga's a fool, bruh.
All right, hold on. I'm looking real quick. Chat. February 6th is a Friday.
When Cole drop?
When Cole drops. I'm not gonna lie, chat.
Which means we giving y'all a straight off the boat review.
Oh, chat. Let's hope we don't get canceled. That's gonna be episode 11. Let's hope we don't get canceled on 10. 10 is gonna be bad though, I promise you. But let's hope we don't get canceled on 10, and maybe they'll.
You'll get canceled on 10. We're gonna give y'all one of the second. That's gonna be like our. Which it's up from there because episode 10 is where we lower.
Listen, if we get canceled, episode 10, chat, I'm gonna just let y'all know. We're gonna be back up and running on. Hopefully, Lux Radio will accept us back, and we're gonna be called the Fuck It Podcast. And we're gonna come back for one episode just for Jake.
We're just gonna come back to Lux with flowers and candy and a nice apology letter, and hopefully they just give us their good graces.
Yeah, we're gonna go 50-50 and play the whole Deep Creek trip
But episode 10, we got to go viral. We got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen. But nonetheless, like I said, J. Cole drops on the 6th of February. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The last piece of music that J. Cole gave us was Might Delete Later, which I don't know if y'all know was technically a response
to Kendrick
Lamar. And it was supposed to be a diss. The release was supposed to be about dissing Kendrick. And it kind of...
Boy, did he do it.
It kind of took that approach, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate he deleted it.
A lot of... and the crazy part is that the entire EP was like, insert your name here type music. And then the last song at the time was I can't even remember the name of the song. It's probably somewhere on YouTube that you can find it from like some leakers or whatever. But the last song, he genuinely dissed the dog out of Kendrick Lamar, and I can imagine how Kendrick felt about it, but he deleted it because he said that he might delete later, and he actually deleted later.
Well, the internet did their job and kept a lot of the songs.
Yeah, I mean, so the trick is that he kept every single song other than that last one. Like, if
except for the diss. Except for the specific diss. It's not on Spotify.
Yeah, the specific diss towards Kendrick is not on Spotify. So there was a lot of controversy about that. I feel like.
Now, is the other one on there, though?
What?
The one with Absol and Daylight?
Absolutely. You're talking about Pi. P.I.
Yes.
Pi is on there.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like his verse on that song was a harder diss than what his actual diss song was that he deleted.
I'm not gonna lie.
And the fact that you brought in your own his own TDE people. Well, Daylight wasn't TDE around that, and I don't think he is, but I know he's affiliated. But Absol is TDE.
Absol is TDE.
He's day one TDE.
I couldn't imagine Daylight being I can't imagine Daylight being with anybody, but that's like,
you know what I'm saying? But he was more affiliated with them around that time. But the fact that you had both of them, West Coast rappers, by the way, let's just go ahead and put that out there. Daylight is from Cali, right?
Correct.
So you got two West Coast rappers and threw them on this song and proceeded to bar for bar break this man K-Dot down and basically just talk about how much better you are to him, but you being humble about it. And then these dudes had a back and forth. Cause I ain't gonna lie, their verse was hard. How they did the tennis ball back and forth, the play with words, that shit was crazy.
Who can fuck with them,
bruh? Like that. I feel like that song was like the best song on that whole project, easily. Now his actual song, he threw little shots at Kendrick. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? The little bars, that was cute. But that song, I was like, this should have been it. This was it. Even though he wasn't just talking to Kendrick, he was talking to everybody at that point. But that could have been directed at Kendrick and could have just been an absolute demolishment on everything that Kendrick said on, on the Metro shit. Then this man bowed down and stepped on.
So here's my thing about that, right? And it's controversial. No matter what you say, there is no right or wrong answer to this, right? I think that when it comes
in terms of hip hop,
there is no right or wrong answer, right? Because it depends on which way you're looking for hip hop to go. If you want hip hop to only thrive when people battle each other or diss each other, then let's keep dissing each other, straight up. Right? If you want real lyricists to win because they're real lyricists, just prove you're the best lyricist. So I felt it on that part. Now, personally, I don't believe that J. Cole and Kendrick really should battle each other unless it's a friendly fade that's like genuinely a friendly fade. And I'm only saying that because I think that they're both great artists. And I think that Kendrick Lamar, to me, has always had this... I mean, so start off, but they're both great storytellers, right? From Section 80 to Mr. Morales, he's been a great storyteller. You go all the way back with either one of them, they've all been great storytellers, right? I think the thing with Kendrick is that he always has this feeling of... I don't necessarily want to call it anger, but I feel like essentially anger is kind of what it feels like a lot of the times.
It's passion.
Rapping with people. I mean, here's the thing. You can say it's passion until you yell the other P word. You get what I'm saying? Now what is it, right? And that's my thing about it. I feel like this is probably the first time I'm probably ever going to say this in public. I feel like Kendrick Lamar is lame as shit for calling Drake a PDF publicly without legal proof. You get what I'm saying? Now, is he? I don't know. That's not. You get what I'm saying? I'm not him. I'm not one of those people that's gonna be like, well, it's Drake. He's got $1 billion. Of course, he's a PDF. Like, I don't know that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
Ain't that crazy, bro?
I mean, because that's what a lot of people took it as. They took it as he's probably right because they look at who Drake is. They take one clip of Drake when he was younger, inviting a girl on stage or whatever. He's talking to the girl in the middle while she was on stage. He realized that she was 16 years old. So instead of making it awkward and kicking her off stage and ruining her dreams, he kind of just let her do her thing and told her that she was great. And like, he didn't physically touch her. He stepped away. He gave her boundaries. I think he did what he was supposed to do. But a lot of people take that clip out of context. They say that this is PDF energy. Obviously, this is the same thing as what Kendrick is talking about, and there's clearly something under the cover that people aren't seeing. I think that that's a lot. I think that Kendrick Lamar, in real retrospect, got mad because he beat his wife, and everybody knew that he beat his wife, and Drake said it out loud. Lyricism is dead. Lyricism was dead until J. Cole was born. Who listens to Nas anymore, buddy?
Lyricism was dead until J. Cole was born?
Who listens to Nas, buddy? You want hot takes all day? We can do it. You tell me what you want to do.
Did we forget that Eminem, Wayne, Fabulous, Cassidy, all these niggas exist?
Eminem's a bum. Wayne is good. Cassidy's okay.
Cassidy's okay. Okay.
Fabulous really should be on some Casanat shit. He should really fashion design before he raps. Hot takes, bro. So hear me out. I'm trolling most of the way, but Eminem is trash. Eminem is trash, though, straight up. No troll.
Well, I know how you feel about him.
Eminem is trash, straight up. There's nobody can listen.
I know how you feel about him.
Peter Piper picked the pepper. Come and suck my pickle. That's some Eminem shit. He would say. That's some Eminem shit. I can't listen to this nigga. This nigga will say anything.
Woo. Boy, if you think this is bad, boy, episode 10, dog. Episode 10. Lord.
M is not even top 100.
All right, you going too far.
Put that nigga on a pop list.
All right.
Put that nigga on a pop list. Put that nigga behind Beyonce for rapping.
What?
Put that nigga behind Beyonce. Wherever Beyonce is on the best rapper alive.
Oh, God.
Put that nigga 3 steps behind Beyonce. He's about there. He's about 100 steps behind Queen Latifah. Drop this white boy off.
MGK is better than Eminem. There, I said it.
Hey, look.
Token is better than Eminem. I'm gonna say it.
You're not wrong. Eminem does have hits, though. I will give that to you too. Eminem does have hits. I'm not gonna take his hits away, but just a quick conversation that we're not gonna talk too long about. Hits are based on algorithm, right? Which has always been a thing, even when social media wasn't a thing, right? Hits are based on what the company wants to push, how much they want to invest into a record, and who they want to sell it to. The music that you like isn't because you like it, it's because it was forced upon you half the time. Eminem is ass, and they forced it upon you, so now you think he's okay.
Hold on, bro. No Eminem slander from the chat, bro.
You said no Eminem slander from the chat?
No Eminem slander.
We putting thumbs down for Eminem in the chat, straight up. every chat that I'm seeing 4 chats in front of me, all thumbs down. All thumbs down for him. Forget him, bro. But let's move past me hating on Eminem because I'm not a hater for real. I can't wait for Cole's album. Cole's album is called The Fall Off. If you listen to Cole, you know that this album has been in the making for probably about 4 years now, 5 years. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As much as I'm saying that he's the best rapper alive, I'm putting this album under a microscope. Straight up.
My homeboy said rap/hip hop has lost its competitiveness. Motherfuckers not rapping like they used to. We really need this Cole album, or we may need this Cole album. But before we get too deep into that, you know who's been carrying the weight though, like in an honorable sense, and I have to shout him out for that.
Big X the Blood. No, I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
I was about to get canceled tonight.
I really low key think I know who you're gonna say though.
Give me a hint.
Atlanta.
The Busher.
Oh.
No. You was right.
Oh, because who you talking about is from Buffalo.
Nah, I ain't talking about him though.
Oh, okay, so Atlanta. I think we just gave him best lyricist last year, right?
Like who you're talking about from Buffalo? We're taking his name and giving it to who said it.
Nah, for sure.
J.A.B. the Butcher.
J.A.B. the Butcher for sure. I feel that. I thought you were
J.A.B. the
talking about
Butcher.
Benny. I thought he was talking about Benny.
Fuck no. No, don't get me wrong. Benny's hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna take away from Benny. I fuck with Benny. Like tenfold I fuck with Benny. Yeah, but J.I.D. has been carrying the fucking suitcase this entire time for like the last 3-4 years.
That's a fact.
And I will go to war with anybody who says otherwise. You give me whoever your best rapper is, and I got a song from J.I.D. that's going to go circles around it. I don't care who it is. Fight me.
Even if it's Wayne?
Huh?
Even if it's Wayne?
I'm going to be honest, bro. Even if it's Wayne. Even if it's Wayne. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not making it to episode 9. There's too many hot takes.
Look, and I'm a Wayne stan, 110%. But to today's standards of rap, bro, J.I.D. is carrying the generation.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like Wayne's time is past, and we all love Wayne. Wayne is one of those people where he can do no wrong in our eyes. That's that he just been putting on. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie though. Jid is undeniably the best lyricist of this generation.
Yes, absolutely.
Undeniably, he's the best lyricist in this generation. Outside of J. Cole.
Yeah.
Outside of J. Cole, obviously. But I think he's great. Bro, we're gonna have so many. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm kind of excited for the next 2-3 weeks of hip hop.
I'm gonna be honest. I think 2026 is gonna be the year that hip hop is revived.
You think so?
Because put it like this: 2024, right, was all about Kendrick, Drake, and then of course the few people that was kind of like, dropping their little disses. I mean, we got, I'm not even going to really count them, but we got Quavo and Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? We had, Joey Badass and Daylight, and Rayvon, huh?
Joey.
Yeah, and his was good, absolutely. But I think hip hop buried itself after Drake and Kendrick, and they was like, we don't want to hear shit from nobody else if it's not going to be on this level. And everybody was like, all right. So they just started doing their own shit, and it just was like nothing. So 2025 was definitely a dead spot for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Outside of our underground rappers, but I'm not going to go into those right now. I'm specifically talking about the mainstream niggas that we know are very good with what they do.
Right.
I feel like with everything that's happening with 2026 thus far, and we're only 3 weeks in, I feel like hip hop is really going to bring its way back up top, especially after all the slander the genre has got within the end of last year. With everyone saying hip hop is dead, rap is, dead, mainstream killed it, drill music killed it. Bruh, then hip hop and, lyricism never really died. It never dies. You just don't hear it on a mainstream level. It's not constant to you if you're not searching for it. That's why I said 2025 was only a dead year for mainstream rap. Underground has been living flawlessly with mixtapes and people that y'all don't know on a upper scale. But I feel like 2026, a lot of rappers are going to be like, let me remind you why I made it here. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but you know who I want to hear drop an album this year?
Who?
Vert.
That's coming. 100% that's coming.
That boy single again. His heart broke. He going in.
100% that's coming. Lil Uzi Vert?
Yes.
100% that's coming.
But I want rapper Uzi, not. I don't want that Uzi. I know he gonna have them songs on there because that's just him. That's just his style.
I don't know what she said. That's because she foreign.
But I want a little bit of rapper Uzi, bro. Because I mean I think we tend to forget that bro really be dropping some shit.
He do though. Listen, I'm gonna put y'all onto some unreleased Uzi, right? Go to oh no, I can't remember the name of the song. I think it's called Bankroll by Lil Uzi. Let me look. Hold on.
You said it's unreleased?
Bank Teller. So
I'm about to say he got Bankroll with Playboy Cardi, but if you talking about Bank Teller, that's a different song.
Yeah, if you type in Bank Teller by Lil Uzi Vert, that's some super duper. Not too many people know about that song. That's some unreleased Lil Uzi Vert. That's what I'm looking for. And it actually isn't that old of a song. It's 3 years ago, back when he made, the more popular songs or whatever that made him blow up even more. But I'm not gonna lie. I think if he brings that flow, like that Bank Teller type flow, I'm not gonna lie. I might put Bank Teller for the intro song next week so y'all can hear it. I'm telling you.
I mean, let's do it.
Slid on that jump.
I don't, because I mean, even like out of all the music that he's dropped within the last few years, right? I feel like okay, Pink Tape was okay. Eternal Ataki 2 was okay. But the first Eternal Ataki,
I ain't gonna lie. Eternal Ataki 2 was great to me. It was better than Pink Tape.
it was definitely better than Pink Tape, but it wasn't better than Eternal Ataki 1, to me at least. And I'm only saying that when in terms of hit for hit, it was unskippable with Eternal Ataki, to me at least.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying? Low main, that boy slid. You better move.
You better move.
Like
Oh, you better move. And that shit's still...
Prices hit. You know what I'm saying? Venetia. Like I feel like if he not necessarily brought that style or that flow back, but if he was able to take that and elevate it to, you know, a more evolved version, which is what I feel like he did with a little bit of Eternal Ataki 2, but I feel like he was still kind of playing off on, you know, the Pink Tape.
Yeah, I do feel like that.
I feel like he kind of carried that vibe into Eternal Ataki, and I was like, you shouldn't have did that.
I think the thing with that first Eternal Ataki was COVID. If I remember when he dropped
it was 2020 when he dropped that. It was literally the beginning or middle of 2020. Actually, I'm gonna just look it up.
So you also have to understand that, like, from a listener standpoint, right? That was the perfect time for him to drop it, for you to really be engaged with it.
He dropped it March 6th, so let's just say some of those songs was done in 2019.
Yeah.
Let's just say the album was done in 2019, and he just dropped it during, you know, right when COVID peaked.
More than likely, song was done 2019, mix and mastering, and everything had to go through for a few months.
Right. He probably maybe doing like one or two extras when he did the deluxe.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, though. I think that was probably one of his best tapes in a minute. I think
that's what I'm saying.
Best tapes. Ever since the what's the other ones? The Rage or whatever.
Love is Rage.
Love is Rage. Yeah.
2.
Ever since he stopped doing the Love is Rages, I think that was probably the best thing I heard from him for a while.
We got to remember around that time, a lot of them was kind of going through it because that, you know, X Pass.
That's true too.
Because Love is Rage, he dropped that in 2017.
Right.
I think it was towards the end of 2017, and what X died that summer.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, you know, speaking of that genre, I mean, you know, you got what? Trippie Redd, I think, might be working on another album.
I wish.
I hope.
Even until I see it with him, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, he been dropping singles and little snippets and stuff, so I'm going to assume he's working on something.
For me, Trippie, he got too much going on.
But he not on his rap stuff right now, and that's just why I'm just kind of like, you know. Granted, Trippie's always been versatile, right? He's always been versatile. But he's definitely been stepping more into like the R&B and the rock stuff more than hip hop.
Absolutely.
I just feel like a lot of these guys, especially from like the 2010s and 2016 era, just need to come back just for one album, bruh. Just one album. Just show everybody why you are the way that you are and how you made it here in the first place. Because people tend to forget your early projects and forget your rapping sense, you know, because you go out, get famous, now you're making straight pop songs and just radio play. So now, you know, as time goes on, we got people that's, you know, that first heard your music when they was like 5 or 6 years old. You know, now they 15, 16, some of them touching their 20s, and they're just like, how is bruh famous? This shit is trash.
I feel like that's a good take. I feel like Uzi does great, right? I feel like him in the situation with JT was great, right? But I feel like here's the thing when it comes to being rich and being in a relationship, right? You already financially have all that you need, right? And once you feel like you have the love that you need, that you're looking for, you're kind of not chasing after nothing. You're like settled into what you are. And I think that's kind of why he was quiet and didn't really have too much going on. But the comment section, like I said, I think he needs to pair up with somebody, right? The comment section says he needs to drop another project with Future. I think that he needs to drop projects. I think he needs to drop one project that's a solo project, but I think the features need to. I think the features need to be something like Future. I think the features need to be something that's hard hitting that puts him in that mode to where he's like, man, I gotta come this hard. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I can't be on no pop star, rock star, Uzi shit. I really gotta take this serious and lock in. And he's always gonna be a rock star. You know what I mean? I mean, he's
that was the Baby Pluto album, Pluto and Baby Pluto,
something like that. Yeah, I mean,
that was a good album.
Here's the thing, right?
We do need a lot more collab albums and mixtapes, bro, because that time frame was great.
That time frame was great. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? You had Quavo, you had Huncho Jack, you had Without Warning. Moneybag and Future was doing a lot of songs together.
That's also true.
Yeah, it just seemed like everybody kind of just like, at least, you know, I'm not going to talk about the new rappers like 2020 and up, but it seems like a lot of the artists that, you know, was making shit happen and giving us, you know, fresh ideas, they just stop. You know what we also need? We need another we need label albums.
What do you mean when you say that?
Remember early 2010s, right? When all the labels was dropping out collab albums. Good Music dropped the album. Young Money dropped the album. J.A.B Music dropped the album. Our Future dropped the album. Yeah. Black Hippie dropped the album. Team Backpack. You had
talk about Team Backpack throwback.
You know what I'm saying? Slaughterhouse. Like niggas was like everybody was dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to figure out why ASAP and Tyler haven't.
Yes, I was just reading that, bruh. It's crazy. We did. I mean, they did. I'm not gonna call it. They gave us a collab album.
They did music,
but Tyler definitely was on a lot of the cozy tapes.
We never cancel, baby. We not canceled to episode 10. I promise you that.
Oh yeah. Can't, episode 10 might be. We gonna have to. We gotta go sit in front of a judge, but we've been good so far. But yeah, I feel like we need to get these, you know, these record labels right, and just get people to do collab albums or at least mixtapes. I feel like if hip hop proceeds back towards the mixtape era more than albums, we'll be good. Like if you stream it, you'll be fine. The only difference is versus old school mixtape era, you know what I'm saying, without getting stuff cleared, is you just can't hop on another rapper's beat, you know what I'm saying, and make money from it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But back then when we was getting rappers to hop on other famous songs and do a freestyle or make a whole new song with that, bruh, rap was literally at peak.
Also talk about the fact that rappers nowadays don't drop mixtapes unless they're like up and coming rappers.
That part. Once they get mainstream somewhat, they stop.
Completely.
It's like at that point, everything is about the money. And it's like, I get that. I respect it. You want to grind. But in between that, bro, just give us a 5-song EP. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm sure you got 5 throwaway songs that are good enough. I mean, yeah, you would probably want that on the album. But if it's like a freestyle, you know what I'm saying? Or just like, you know what I'm saying? Like a throwaway song that you know you just slid on, drop it as an EP.
You know why I think that? You know why I think the mixtape era is kind of dead for a lot of these rappers?
It's this with the streams.
I don't even think it's the streaming money and all that, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something good that I think, right? I think that let's just talk about somebody that's super duper popular, right? Let's say Playboy Cardi dropped a mixtape right now, right? Playboy Cardi would make money. Playboy Cardi will make money. So boom, that's a good question. How do rappers make money off of mixtapes when you can download for free, right? The trick is that no, they don't make money from downloads, right? They don't make money from sales.
Back then, they wasn't making money from streaming.
Now they can make money from streaming for a mixtape. They can drop a mixtape on every platform: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, right? Get enough views and hits on it to make money from that. The secondary is that if they were to drop a mixtape, it would increase their popularity through the time. So that we get more show bookings, i.e. Rolling Loud, stuff like that, i.e. Broccoli City Festival, i.e. everything around the world that's a festival, right? It's to boost popularity. I think back then for me, mixtapes was free back then.
But you also got to remember, Spotify, iTunes, you know what I'm saying, and like Pandora, they wasn't allowing mixtape songs on their services. That recently happened within like the last 3 to 5 years. But before that, you couldn't find mixtapes and stuff on Spotify unless someone, an unknown person uploaded a famous person's mixtape on Spotify as a different name and under a different account. So and then even then it would get flagged. Think about all the when Juice WRLD passed away, right? And they was dropping all his unreleased shit on Spotify. That shit was on there for 2 days before it got cleared. And even before he died, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these rappers, like the stuff that was big on SoundCloud, when people was moving it to Spotify, because at that time you could only go on Spotify if you was streaming an album to profit from it.
Right.
They only wanted stuff for you to profit from. So you couldn't throw mixtape shit on Spotify, you know what I'm saying, for specific reasons. RIP. And LimeWire. LimeWire definitely got me in trouble a lot of times. But I still got CDs to this day in my truck.
Hey, look, you know the funny part about LimeWire? So I don't know if y'all know this, right? And this is going to sound crazy because a lot of people...
Marcus makes it definitely to keep the name buzzing, but also put some respect in your penmanship.
So a lot of people don't know this. So right now, what I usually run on... I built a Mac, right? So I have a Mac tower that's built, right? The reason that I have a Mac tower that's built... I was just talking about this before the show. The reason that I have a Mac tower that's built is because the last time that I wasn't using Mac, right? I was using a Windows product, and that was LimeWire times. And everything burnt out. Not off the corn. Not off of corn. I promise you. It wasn't food, right? It was all off of music downloads. It was off of full-blown... You know how you try to download the whole movie? You get what I'm saying? You go to LimeWire, that junk got the whole Avengers movie on that bitch. It's got the Incredible Hulk from beginning to end. It's 3 hours long. You download that joint, right? You load it up. You rubbing your hands, geeking, ready to see it. You click that.
You got your microwave popcorn. You got your drink.
You know what I'm saying? You tweaked out, right? You click that button, right? And it's a nigga on that joint as soon as you post looking like this. And now you got a virus on your shit. It scarred me, bro. Once I seen, I was like, I'm not fucking with this shit no more, bro. I seen that shit one time. It was like, nah, I'm done with this shit.
Or is a nigga standing in front of the, because you know they got the camera sitting in their lap, bro. So you see everybody walking by, and there's one nigga just standing there, bro.
You know, that shit shaking and shit. It's looking like this.
It's like this nigga having a seizure.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Like, chill out.
Nah, no cap, bro. And it was a viral moment on MySpace and Twitter.
Yeah.
When the first Transformers came out, someone had it uploaded on LimeWire. I shit you not. And he was recording the movie. And during the movie, bro was getting top. And all you hear in between Optimus Prime giving a speech is Slurpee.
That's crazy as shit.
Yo! I was like, what? And people were still downloading it. It was like, you only hear it for like 3 to 5 minutes.
Nah, that's not good, bro. This is crazy, bro.
I was like, bro, who the fuck decided that this was okay?
5 minutes Transformer.
Bruh, at that point, I ain't download no more movies. No more bootlegs, bruh. But yeah, definitely shout out to LimeWire, bro. Y'all gave us some hidden gems and a shit ton of viruses, but god damn it was worth it.
Man, was it.
But yeah, I feel like this year is definitely gonna be big for hip hop. I really would love to see artists get back into like that mixtape, EP era outside of just trying to drop it on Spotify to make money. I feel like niggas need to rap for the sport. Like, at some point, when you made a certain amount of money, right? And to some niggas, it's never too much money to make. I get that. But for me, if I'm a millionaire, right? Even if I'm just like 1.5 mil, something simple like that, and I'm an artist, and I know for a fact that my pen is like that, but I've just been so stuck on making hit after hit after hit because I want to rack up coin. At some point, I'm gonna get to that spot where I'm gonna be like, let me get something for my core fans and like, kind of, show my respects to hip hop in its own. And just give niggas like a 7-song EP of just dropping straight bars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No chorus, no direction whatsoever. Like at best, I'll give you a story. But other than that, I'm just giving you straight bar for bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? Just to show penmanship. And at that point, everybody that would talk shit about you would be like, because I mean, we've seen it over and over again, right? Between people like Juice WRLD, even with like X, and people would, listen to his old stuff and his old freestyles and be like, well, bro would have kept rapping like this, bro. I would have gave him his respects. Or, you know what I'm saying? I would have listened to him more. We hear the same stuff over and over when some of these artists, and not even just the ones that pass away, but some of these famous ones where, it'll be an old viral clip of them that pops up of how they used to rap. And niggas be like, bro, why don't he don't do this no more? Bro, because when he was doing this, y'all wasn't paying attention to him. Like the labels found him rapping like that. It was like, all right, cool. We know you can do that, but here's what we need you to do if you want to make money.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? You pay back that front that the label gave you. And get back to your roots.
You sign that little 360, give them their 150 back.
You know what I'm saying? Get caught in your 360, just grind it. Because a lot of niggas get into the 360 and they don't know how to get themselves out.
I do feel like mixtape songs at a show, at a festival and stuff like that
part
are much better than albums.
It's definitely, especially for your core fans. For your core fans, absolutely. Because like, yeah, you can throw in like 2 or 3 mainstream radio hits or something that's viral. Right. But I feel like your mixtape shit, when it comes to doing, especially if it's not like a super big show, but if it's like, or even if it is a big show, give us 1 or 2 songs. Give us 1 or 2 of you, like your OG viral songs that was on your mixtapes that got you to where you are today. You know what I'm saying? And let the people rock out. Because even if you don't, you know what I'm saying, bring in certain new ears, at least niggas will respect that. Be like, you know what, bro can actually rap. Bro can actually perform. Or sis can actually rap. Sis can actually perform. Because there's definitely a lot of female artists who drop, freestyles outside of talking about their ass and their other body parts, and they are actually really good. And I think that's like a big downfall for a lot of female artists as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them really can't spit for real, but when they get famous,
he's about to get canceled, y'all. Let him cook. He's about to get canceled. Go ahead and say it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro. You remember that show that was on Netflix?
Which one?
With T.I., Cardi B,
and all them.
And
I knew you was talking about that. Which girl are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking. We talking about Lotto. We talking about when her name was Mulatto.
Right.
Little Mulatto.
Right.
She was rapping. She was rapping. She was giving us bars. She was going in.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, respect to, because another shawty who I'll give her props to, even though they was like, oh, your brother wrote your bars, was Beans. But we don't know where Beans is at. But Mulatto, she was tough. Even without the development. She was tough. And then all of a sudden we see her 3 years later, you know what I'm saying? Then we got what we got now. But I feel like a lot of her hits and stuff, and don't get me wrong, some of her songs she does show a little bit, of her, of her actual lyrical talent, but it's not on the level of when she was hungry on that show. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Or right after the show ended, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that she was still dropping, a lot of the videos and stuff she was still posting, she was way more hungry lyrical wise with that than when she actually became famous. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like a lot of female artists tend to do that once they get that bag going in. I mean, I don't really know too much about Glorilla before she got famous, but you know what I'm saying? Obviously she made it to where she can be looked at. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Sexy Red. To this day, I don't know how.
Was it with the what is the FNF? Was that Glorilla's first song?
Probably. I'll give you a better example. Megan Thee Stallion. When Megan was on Wale's song on what? Workout?
Yeah.
Shawty slid.
She did.
And then she dropped Big Old Freak. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my favorite songs by Megan Thee Stallion.
Big Old Freak?
Big Old Freak was one of my favorite songs.
Jay just said his favorite song by Megan Thee Stallion is when she said Big Old Freak, Big Booty, Big Old Freak. That's his favorite song.
Yeah.
That's his favorite song, y'all.
My favorite song by Megan Thee Stallion.
Clip this. Jay just admitted that he's a big booty, big old freak.
All right, now you put words.
Just said that on camera, bro. I don't know what the
fuck. I didn't say that. We can run the clip back. I ain't say that.
I don't know what the fuck he's drinking.
Hey, run the clip back. I ain't say all that. There's evidence.
I thought we had the same Four Loko today, but clearly we do not.
I'm not even into mine. But nah, on a serious note, huh?
Hey, that has to get clipped. That has to get
Cognac Queen was definitely a fire song too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I'll give you that. Cognac Queen was good.
Yeah. But I just feel like once they get to a certain level, bro, it's just like they wordplay, they bar structure, and everything about that just kind of gets dumbed down because they want to have the image of like, you're a woman. You're supposed to, you can be a rapper, but you're supposed to be sexy. Like, we need a new Little Kim. We need a new Nicki Minaj. We need a new Eve. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we don't, though. Like, we don't. There's plenty other lanes for female artists, the same way as the other lanes for male artists. Hey, nigga, stop being freaky on your fucking free time.
Who?
You.
What you mean?
I don't know.
He crazy, boy.
That boy mutant. That boy mutant during live stream. He says some freaky ass shit.
Hell nah, I wasn't no freaky shit. Listen, we can get into the next problem, right? I'm not gonna dabble too far into Megan. I'm not gonna dabble too far into lyricism because I do think that somebody said something that's kind of true. For the mass, lyricism is dead. For this generation, lyricism is dead. The best lyricist that I find, the best lyricists that I find nowadays in the music industry are people that are nobodies. Respectfully, they're nobodies. They're guys you go on Spotify or you go on Apple Music and they have less than 300,000 a month. You know what I mean? They're guys that are probably like local guys. Yeah, probably less than that. They're local guys more so that you probably know them and your friend might know them because you play their song, but they wouldn't know them without you. They're not the guys that everybody knows, right? Lyricism, realistically, is a sport that a lot of musicians don't play because lyricism doesn't pay the bills. Party music pays the bills. But talking about paying the bills, right? Let me ask y'all, before I talk about who I'm talking about, right? Do you guys feel like it makes more sense to stay on whatever path you're on if it's making you money, or do you feel like even if you're making money doing something, you should still switch your path at some point to what you want to do? Do you guys feel like the money matters more, the content matters more? Do you feel like the fans matter more, or do you feel like what you want matters more? I understand that might sound like a simple question, but I'm not talking about a job that's paying you $100,000. I'm asking you, if you had a job right now, right, doing something that you were okay with doing, but it's not what you wanted to do for the rest of your life, if that was paying you millions or millions of dollars, would you stop to go chase your dreams? And I'm talking about real millions. I'm talking about, matter of fact, let me give you an exact number, right? It's gonna take 5 seconds. I'm talking about $35 million a year. If you were making $35 million a year doing something, would you stop that to chase your dreams and possibly go broke and risk it all? I think that's a big question. I'm going to be honest. My answer goes back to something that we said earlier, right? I think we might have talked about that personally. I think a big thing is that everybody has dreams, right? Everybody has something that they want to do that they're probably not doing right now because it needs funding, right? You need to be able to have money to do what you want to do. You need to be able to have money to take care of the rest of your life while you're doing what you want to do. And just to talk about the person that I'm talking about is Casanat. I don't know if you guys saw earlier this week, I want to say it was on Tuesday, he dropped a video on YouTube called I Quit, right? Originally, I was thinking it was wild because I think he just had some like relationship thing going on, so I was hoping that it wasn't like an emotional thing or anything like that going on, if you understand what I'm saying, without saying it on stream. I was hoping it wasn't anything like that. Come to find out, what he's saying is that he quits doing something that he doesn't want to do the most to go do something that may never work. If you don't know who Casanat is the biggest streamer in the U.S. currently. The only bigger streamer in the world than Casanat is iShowSpeed currently. Casanat's net worth is currently $35 million. He averages around that every year streaming. Doing the same thing we're doing right now. $35 million. To put that in context for y'all, right? We can't multiply how much we make from doing this to get to that. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it in retrospect for you guys, right?
Help us.
Would you please help us? $1 today can help a child in need. Would you, right, give up streaming? Now, let me be more clear about this. He's not fully quitting streaming, right? But he was streaming consistent. He was doing big marathons. He was doing big streaming events. He did Streamer University. He did a lot of big events when it came to streaming, right? What he's saying is he's done with all that. All he's going to do streaming now is lifestyle streams, which if you don't know that, what that is IRL streams where people kind of just walk around with you and experience whatever you're doing in life. He gave that up to be a fashion designer. Do you think that, I'm not going to ask, do you think that he made the right decision, because whatever he wanted to do in life is the right decision. That's how I feel, right? So I'm not even going to entertain anybody saying that it's not. But would you give up something that was giving you $35 million a year to go chase something that could be nothing? I don't know, man. That's a how you feel? I feel like it's a big risk.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had 35 mil, or I mean, if he made 35 mil a year, right? Kai's been big since 2019, 2018.
He started streaming in 2019. He started making it big in 2023.
So 3 years,
2022.
technically, to now. Let's just say 2.5 for the sake of it. So I'm sitting at roughly 80, 90 mil.
Nah, that's not true though. You know that's not true.
I know.
Watch this, right? If you made $100,000 a year, right, you could still have nothing in your bank account.
No, I get that. But that's just him from streaming. Don't forget, he got Nike. He had the streaming university shit, because that was a whole separate thing. So I'm just saying, everything that he's done outside of just his personal streams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I give it to you like this. 75 mil. If I had 75 mil right now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would definitely follow my dream.
Definitely, like 100%.
Especially because if I can still stream, but now I have a specific direction of my stream that's leading towards a lifelong goal that I have, I'm still going to make money regardless. It may not be that 35 mil a year, but I'm already 70 mil up. I don't give a damn if I make 15, 20 mil a year after that point. I'm good. As long as I'm smart with my money, I'm good.
What if you tank?
You said what?
What if you tank?
It is what it is. You can always go back.
Maybe.
It may not be 35 mil. It may drop down to 750K a year. That's still 750K a year.
That's true. That's still good money.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just about to say that. To some people, it's never enough.
Right.
But for those who are financially responsible, they understand financial literacy. They understand their spending. They understand how they move with their money and what they put their money towards. In reality, most of us could really be living the best life that we could possibly live off of 150K a year.
I just said that to somebody. What's today? Friday? I just said that to somebody on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I told them, I said, if I made $150,000 a year, I would feel amazing. I would have no complaints. I would be calling every bill possible. I would probably still be doing the things I wanted. I would be extremely happy.
And I'm only saying that
50 wasn't enough.
And
So
I'm saying that as somebody.
Comment, it's never enough for some people.
I'm saying that as somebody who made 133K a year before.
Right.
Realistically, if I was still making 133K a year, I probably would not be doing this.
No, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? I would not be. Or let me say, this would be way more just for fun rather than for me trying to do this with fun plus trying to build something from it.
For sure.
But this would literally just be a pastime of like, something for me to do.
Right.
But even with 120K a year,
mm-hmm.
I mean, people say 100K a year is not enough. It is. I used to think like that and be like 100K is not, but it is. Can you go out here and go buy a Lamborghini with 100K and then still turn around and buy a $300,000, $400,000 home and be comfortable? Not really. You'll be definitely living a minimalistic lifestyle outside of just those two things that you have. But for me, if I go out here and go buy a used 2023 Chevy Suburban, and maybe go get like a 2019 Ford Mustang or something, yeah, 100K a year would do me just fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But back to your original question, absolutely. If I had 60, 70 mil in my bank account, let alone just that, I'm definitely going to chase my dreams, because I know for a fact that my specific dream would definitely either make good money, or make slow money, but still bring me peace.
What's your dream? Is it music?
I'm gonna be real with you. the music thing is definitely one of my dreams, but my main dream, and you and I have talked about this before, is me owning my own shop.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? That's been my dream since I was a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely having my own shop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting here just doing oil changes and brakes. You know what I'm saying? Like we building race cars. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even go that far. You know what I'm saying? We doing suspension wraps, window tinting. You know what I'm saying? Any customizations you need, interior. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where most of the money comes from outside of performance.
The customization for sure.
You know,
jobs, stuff like that.
Now, if I turn around and get someone to detail, we did. We back. Okay.
We good?
I guess so. That's the first time that ever happened. What the?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I'm being honest.
Shout out to Verizon.
Oh, you got Verizon too?
No, I don't. I was playing.
Oh my God.
No, we got Xfinity, big dog. But nah, I dead ass with my job, with my dream, I would be fine.
That makes sense though.
And you know,
because
not to cut you off, you know what I'm capable of. You seen the work that I've done.
Yeah, you do good work.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like me doing that brings me like the best of peace. Like anytime I worked in those environments of shops was my happiest moments in life.
Right.
Because that's what I love doing. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you know what I'm saying? Now I work on semi trucks. Yes, that brings me peace to a certain extent, but it was nothing like what I was doing when I was, you know, working with Byron and them, you know, doing custom stuff. You know, especially because it shows my real talent that I have.
Was that the most fun job that you had?
In terms of what I was doing, yes. In terms of the environment, no. The environment was hit or miss. If I was able to do that same thing at a different shop, because that shop was more of a building from the ground up, so there was a lot of hiccups, there was a lot of mistakes or a lot of errors that had to be pushed through. I'm not going to knock him for that. You know what I'm saying? I still respect him as a person, you know what I'm saying? And me and him were good friends prior to that, you know, and I still consider him, you know, someone of value, you know, who I respect, especially being an OG to me, and following his template. But knowing what I know now and what I was doing back then, I definitely could have been somewhere else where I was learning more and on top of that, making more.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Without certain hiccups, which I'm not going to put any of that out there, but there was definitely a lot of hiccups that made me question, you know, where that loyalty lied with me and a bunch of other people that worked there. So if I could do it all over again, I would do it slightly different. But in my own decisions, if I could run my own shit, oh yeah, I would be at the best piece ever. The best, especially me being here in Florida, absolutely. At that point, I would probably have a shop here and a shop in Maryland.
I ain't gonna lie. It's environment is a big part about it. Even when we go back to the question, right? Would you switch up? And I acknowledge what you said. You don't want to live life with your what ifs, right?
Yep.
But I think a big part about it is your environment, right? I think it's easy on the outside, right, to look and be like, money doesn't matter, right? And I'm going to chase my dreams and forget that. I'm going to go do whatever I want, right? It's easy to say that when you think about that money as somewhere where you don't necessarily want to be, right? Now, think about it along the lines of, so Cass Sanat situation, right? He loves streaming. He doesn't dislike streaming. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
He loves streaming. He streams with his friends. He streams with the people he grew up with. Streaming is really, really, really great to him. He has been extremely successful at it. and he's at the top of the game. You got to understand that the environment of everything that I just said is like, I think that that's what makes it a little shocking to me that he would give it up, right? Obviously, I respect the decision to go with your dreams, right? No matter what it looks like. I'm always going to respect people chasing whatever they want to do in goal. Because watch this, right? When you die, you can't take it with you. I believe in that every single time, so fuck the money. You get what I'm saying? What did I call you? And I was just talking to Jay earlier today, and I called him and said something like, I was like, money come and go, hoes come and go, right? Life is not eternal.
Yep.
And death is imminent, right? So while you're here, you have to be in a position where you're doing something that you at least want to do and like to do. I think the part to me that was difficult about Kai's situation is that he actually liked to stream. Streaming was his thing, and he was the best at it, if not the greatest streamer that we've seen so far. You get what I'm saying? You said what?
I said besides Speed, because they was like there and there.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Like him and Speed are the two greatest streamers we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's a flat out fact. Numbers wise, it's a flat out fact. Those two are the greatest streamers that we've ever seen in the game.
Shout out to our young brothers out here setting trends.
So I think for me, it's kind of difficult to he said we got to find a way to boost the sound of the mic. Am I really quiet for real? Or am I louder now when I speak into the mic? It's because I wasn't speaking into it.
Or was it you louder now?
Okay. So for me, I think the biggest difficulty is the fact that he really loved what he was doing. And he's giving up something that he loves to chase a dream that he doesn't necessarily know if he loves it yet. Because watch this, right? In a lot of people's mind, they have the same dream as you. And this is not to say that your dream is false or that you shouldn't have it, right? There are so many people in the world that like cars, that got inspired by car movies, that like modifying cars and stuff like that, that have this thought process that, okay, my dream is to own a body shop, right? I'm not saying that it's a bad dream to have, because I also kind of have that dream, right? That's crazy. I'm not reading that. It's okay to have that dream, but the realization is that, watch this, right? Watch this. And then, right, it's crazy. And just to go back to what you said, right? You don't know what your dream feels like until you're living it.
Hey, chat, pin that comment.
Imagine, don't pin that comment, please, for the love of God. Imagine, right? Imagine my dream was to be a airplane pilot, right? And I worked my entire life to fly planes, right? My entire life. And I got a buddy who this is his dream, you know what I mean? That's why I'm thinking about it. His dream is to fly planes. That's it. His whole life he's wanted to fly planes. Imagine I do everything. I go to aviation school. I pass. I get through everything. I hop inside of that chopper. I get up there. We 3,000 feet in the air. I'm looking down, and it doesn't feel the same as what I thought it was going to feel in my mind.
Yeah.
That's the thing about what Kai Cenat did that makes me scared for him. Because so what he hopped into, right, and I'm going to just be transparent on how I feel about this, right, is a devil advocate's game. The fashion game is a devil advocate's game. Everybody who's winning in fashion currently right now, right, I'm talking about, like, I can go on the other side of the room and grab every designer thing that I have, right? It was made by somebody that looks like this, not this. And it was made by somebody that walks around like this. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so what happened? So just to describe, just to give you an update, what ended up happening was Kai Cenat has quit streaming. Not fully, right? But he's quit it for the main of what he was doing. He's quit streaming to go be a fashion designer.
He ain't gonna be doing all them streamathons and doing all the stuff in his living room and at his house.
Correct. All that stuff.
University.
So here's my thing on it, right? I think that it's great that Kai is following his dreams. I think that it's great that he's chasing it, that he's turning over a new leaf to be who he wants to be, not who other people want him to be. I think the biggest thing for him that he's going to have to be transparent with himself about, right, is that when you get into these games, right, that play with a God that you don't worship, right, how far are you going to go? How much are you willing to, you know what I'm saying? How much are you willing to take? Because I'm going to just tell you, like, straight up, I know it, right? And I've seen it especially in the music industry, right? I've seen it in every industry. The trick about him being in the streaming industry and him making it in the streaming industry, right, is that it was new. The streaming industry right now is a new industry that just started making the money that they make.
Right.
Before the past 5 years, before COVID, people weren't making no money.
As a streamer, bro.
You know what I mean? These people were making YouTube videos being like getting $1 million a year. That was it. They were getting $1 million a year, $2 million, $3 million. I think the highest person making money before 2020 was streaming was Aiden Ross. Correct me if I'm right. It was Aiden Ross, and I think he was making something like $7.5 million a year.
Was it him?
I think it was Aiden Ross. If it wasn't Aiden Ross, then it was Mr. Beast. It was one
I
of those
think
two.
it's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast was the highest paid person.
But Mr. Beast. So hold on. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. No streamer before Casanat averaged what he's averaging financially.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So my thought process. So this is why I'm asking the question, right? You're in your own lane. You're comfortable, right? And I know comfortable isn't always good, right?
How much was PewDiePie making?
PewDiePie was probably making a lot of money. He probably was making 35 mil though.
Yeah, because he's a YouTube gaming pioneer.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think he was making a lot of money, but I think the biggest thing about PewDiePie when he was making a lot of content is that clips weren't a big thing at that time.
You're right.
Clips now is money. Clips now is still streaming.
Because back then when he was doing it, he was still making a lot of money off of his clips being put on Vine.
Correct.
You're right.
You know what I mean? There
wasn't
anything bigger than
specifically
Vine, so. Twitch
and YouTube streaming. Yeah, Casanat is definitely like,
you know what I mean?
Right here.
So here's my thing, right? I applaud Casanat for everything he's doing. I cheer like 1 in a million that you might be able to see this, right? Keep doing what you're doing, right? But the second things get uncomfortable, just know who to pray to. And don't be swayed. I'm for real, bro. Like I know it sounds funny, but like I'm saying, I mean I've seen it in the music industry, right? And I'm not here to talk about anything on stream, right? But I've seen it in the music industry, right? The reason these hit records is not because they're lyricists. We said this. It's not even because it's a catchy hook, to be honest, if you really want to know something. What it's really because of is something that I'm not willing to say on stream. You get what I'm saying? But realistically, when you're trying to make it to the top of a lane that's already been developed, right?
That part.
It's just a little different. And I just want him to understand that going forward, no matter what it looks like. When he's in those rooms full of people that don't look like him, that are obviously going to judge him, even if they're making it seem like they're cheering him on. I'm going to be honest, man. They're probably not praying for his uplift. They're probably praying for his downfall, right? I want him to stay true to himself. Because I know anybody in this chat right now, if you were in the same situation, I would ask you to do the exact same thing. Which is no matter what was going on, no matter what lane you wanted to be in, I don't care what it is. Just make sure you stay true to yourself and don't let the things around you affect how you're going to look at things.
That part.
You got where you are now by being yourself. Don't switch up. Just because you switching what you're doing, don't switch up from who you are. You get what I'm saying? That's all I got to say, man. I ain't about to keep yapping to y'all, man. I just hope that young brother stay safe. You know what I mean?
But you know, it's good that you bring that up. I mean, honestly, it's good that he's doing that. Because, like, you know, a little bit of what me and you talked about beforehand, you know, even with just whole chasing your dreams and shit, mean, think about what we did after New Year's. You know what I'm saying? This year is all about chasing your goals. You know what I'm saying? It's all about doing what makes you happy, regardless of what anybody else feels. You know what I'm saying? Taking that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? Making that transition. Stop worrying about if it don't work. Make it work. You know what I'm saying? If you jump out there.
Clip that, please.
You know what I'm saying? If you jump out there and, it's all plan A, ain't no plan B. There's nothing to fall back on. You grind like there's nothing left to lose. You make it happen. And for someone of his status, that's a little bit safer than people like you or me trying to, make a certain jump.
For sure.
For what we want in life.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I've always said streamers, rappers, comedians, actors, content creators, content couples, all of us want the same thing. We want to make money, live comfortably, and be able to do the things we want to do in life without having to worry about paying rent or mortgage when we come back from taking a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself to that new bag or that new jacket and don't have to worry about paying your light bill. We want to be able to do what we want to do, but also still take care of responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Without it being any type of hindrance. So when it comes to working jobs, starting careers, not everybody can go out here and go put themselves in $20,000 to $60,000 in debt with a college degree to help them make that money that they want to make coming out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Some of us start from an internship or, taking certification classes, make a little bit of money and then work our way up, but then we got to pay that shit back. So when you take those steps of being a content creator, streamer, etc., that's like the easiest way to get your bag up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look down on that because they're like, oh, we need lawyers, we need doctors. There's plenty of people that's going to do that. And who's to say that this rapper, streamer, whatever, won't turn around and go do that? You know what I'm saying? Is it less likely once they get that bag?
Did Kobe really say that?
Huh?
Cool.
But me personally, like I said, if I was to make $500K a year off of just us doing this radio show, absolutely I'm going to go start doing what I need to do to make my dreams a reality.
For sure.
And I'm still going to do this. For sure. Absolutely. I may need to take a little break, you know what I'm saying? Or, realistically, I probably wouldn't need to. But if I had to take a break from it to go build that other foundation, then I'm definitely going to go do that. I don't even know what that comment means. You said what?
This nigga he said the baby finna pop in and do your knee surgery. I don't even know what he's talking about, bro. I don't even understand what's going on in the chat.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know this was the meme, bro.
Who need knee surgery?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Oh, based on what I said about rappers becoming, you know what I'm saying, if you still want to be a doctor. So that's funny as fuck. I mean, hey, it could be.
Oh, okay.
Imagine if you walk into you getting your physical, bro. You getting your prostate exam, and the baby tummy some.
The baby doing a prostate exam on your mind is crazy. Please clip that chat. There were so many other exams and surgeries that you could have said out of your mouth just now. You got heart surgery.
I would not say the worst possible outcome. Think, nigga.
Saying, bro. Do you get what I'm saying, Chad?
Clip.
I'm just saying you had so many options.
It's all about building clips. Anyway.
I'm just saying, bro. You had so many options and you chose to talk about.
I feel like you're taking us in a direction that it didn't need to go. Because that's on your mind.
I feel like you creeping up on 40 and you excited.
Fuck you, nigga. I'm only 32. Nigga, you right behind me. Shut up.
That nigga excited to turn 40. He got the. Hey, look, chat. Hey, look, chat. You got that nigga calendar.
Hey,
That
bro.
nigga got that shit set.
Pause.
That nigga done already made the appointment for his 40th birthday.
Pause. Flag on the play.
That nigga Jay having his birthday party at the hospital. He gonna have a robe on. We gonna be cutting the cake. They gonna put that camera in that boy.
Why would you be there for that?
Cause you invited me, nigga.
Nah, why would you be there for that?
I'm here to be supportive for you, bro. Fuck what you talking about.
That's sus.
You're putting a camera up your asshole, and I'm sus for being there for you on your birthday.
Okay, when the fuck did this turn into a colonoscopy?
I'm just asking, bro.
When did a prostate exam turn into a colonoscopy? You're two different levels, my guy. You going here.
Hey, Chad, let me just say something, right? He about to give me some expert level experience on the difference between the two, and that's going to prove my point. But go ahead and talk, bro.
Nigga, that's basic knowledge. What the fuck? I like how you set that up, though. That was smart. That was grade A rage bait. I respect that.
Go ahead and tell me what it is, bro.
I'm not telling you shit. Anyway, like I said.
Hey, he be dapping his doctors up to see if the finger's big enough is crazy work.
Oh, yeah, ban him. Ban him right now. Ban him. Vegetable gotta go. Gotta go. Ban him.
Hey, look.
Ban him.
Look, that nigga was making an appointment for his prostate exam and started asking ring sizes to all the doctors.
Hey, bro, you gotta go.
That nigga called the doctor and was like, "What's your ring size?" Not big enough, buddy.
If it ain't a ring pop.
What's the next thing you're about to say? What's the next thing you're about to say, buddy?
I ain't say nothing.
It's plenty of people in the chat. We're all here just to support you. It's your birthday, bro. It's your B-Day, bro. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want, bro.
You want these clips or not?
I'm here to support you, my nigga. You know what I mean?
That's the boy a freaking soul.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, bro.
I'm just here.
All I'm saying is tune in for episode 10. Niggas gonna get crazy. Back to what I was talking about, though.
You can't say that in relation to what you talk about right now, bro. I'm not gonna be here for episode 10 if it's gonna be like this.
You trying to make these millions, nigga? We need a clip for him.
It sounds like you willing to sacrifice more than me, buddy.
Whoa. No. Not at all, brethren. Not at all. Slow it down. Pump your brakes. But no, on some real shit, though. I feel like when it comes to the whole streaming, rapping, whatever you decide to do, and you turn around and still proceed to, finish those goals. I mean, what? Wayne went back to college, got his shit. Megan Thee Stallion went back to college, finished her shit. You know what I'm saying? We got Wyclef Jean, that boy a whole president. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that go out here, they do music, they do streaming, they do content, make whatever money they need to make, and then proceed to jump right back into whatever goals they had prior to that and make it happen. Or like I told you before, some people tap into talents they didn't even know that they had. I'm not saying Wiz Khalifa ever dreamed to be a kickboxer, a UFC fighter, but I mean, at some point, bro was like, fuck it. I went from talking about weed all day to going out here and go train for UFC fighting. I mean, look at your boy, Jake Paul.
Oh, Jake Paul. The crazy part is he went from a YouTube, like you said, he went from being a YouTuber to being one of the biggest fighters. I'm not saying best, biggest fighters in the world right now.
Okay, yeah, you're right, because I almost raged myself into that. But you're absolutely right. He went from literally just doing regular everyday streaming, you know what I'm saying, to now all of a sudden this man doing sold out fucking boxing matches.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? that just shows you right there that options are limitless, especially when you hit a certain foundation in life where you can financially take risk.
For sure.
Or when you're so big that there is no fall off option for you. It's only up. And that's kind of how you got to look at life in general, even for regular people like us that's still working 9 to 5. Like, it's not over for us. We just haven't been able to pump that gear or take that chance that everyone else has already taken. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that comes into networking. A lot of that comes into who you know. A lot of that comes into right place, right time, you know, whatever God has in store for us. But we have to put ourselves in that position to be able to come across those moments. And I think that's what separates a lot of the people that made it versus some of the people that didn't.
That's a fact.
You know, so that's just something always to think about. You know, when you're sitting there second guessing yourself, it's just like, hey, the same way that you're questioning if this is going to work, there was someone who was just like you that said this has to work. There was someone that was in the same position like you that was just like, I got to make this shit happen by any means necessary. How many rappers, granted, don't know if this is true or not, but how many rappers have we heard that was in a position where they was like, I was at house to house sleeping on couches, sleeping in my car. You know what I'm saying? I had went from, you know, staying at my parents' house to living in, you know, a $600, $700 studio apartment with no furniture, just the air mattress, a laptop, and a microphone. You know, I didn't have money to go to school to learn how to produce and mix these beats. I was on YouTube. I was, you know, networking. I was just practicing by myself. I'm a self-made producer. I'm a self-made artist. You know what I'm saying? The same person that sit there, they don't know how to draw, but they took a couple classes, they watched a couple videos, they kept drawing circles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Work their way to being an artist that can sit here and do a whole goddamn painting that would make, you know, a certain war veteran even nod in approval.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just same way someone picked up an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Picked up a guitar, picked up some drumsticks, picked up a trombone, didn't know anything about it, and just made it work. It's all about being right place, right time.
You know, I think when it comes to music, like he said, I think a lot of the problem is that, and we talked about this earlier, I think that a lot of it is the social media, right? I think if you're not seen on somebody's phone, they forget about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just like bands, right? Like my buddy, like I don't know if you guys know, but I played in a lot of go-go bands growing up, right? Like that was my thing. I'm a big bass player, right? And a lot of people know me in the industry, right? I was at the gym a few weeks back, right? And one of my old go-go buddies was in there or whatever. He's like, you know, I pulled this band back together a few months back, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, but, you know, I've had the hardest time finding a bass player, right? And I was like, well, you know I play bass, right? He was like, oh, yeah, I forgot you play bass. Now, listen, me and this dude played in a band together for a year and a half. I don't think that, I think the attention span now when it comes to things is so low that you have to be visible for everything, right? Like, I know you said that it's about music, that you got to be visible, right? And you got to be able to say yes, but I think that's the thing with anything, right? I think that's the thing with content creation. I think that people have to see you to know that they like you first, right? I think even if you come down to the smallest things, I think that's with a restaurant. I think there are a lot of people that you get your lunch break at work, you're hungry, right? And sometimes you have somewhere on your mind where you're like, oh man, I've been craving this all week, or I've been craving this for the last 2 months. I'm going to go to this specific place and get this specific food. But I feel like more times than none, you're just going to something that's close because it's convenient. It's visible. It's there. You can see it. You can think about what's there. You know what I'm saying? and they're going to give you food. So I think that the problem nowadays is that attention span has kind of ruined everything.
That part.
He said, I done seen my homies go from playing drums in their parents' basement to going to playing sold out shows with the big artists just by saying yeah. And you know, that's a fact too. Right? The biggest thing is that marketing is the biggest thing. Right? Marketing yourself. Not what you can do or anything like that, but just being in a space where you can meet people. Right? Like think about it like this. Our podcast, right? Our podcast is never going to grow if nobody ever knows about it. If all we do is come here every Friday, talk to you guys for 2 hours, we don't post clips, we don't meet other content creators and collab, we don't do the extra things that we're going to do, we don't grow. The same way you guys in whatever you're doing in life won't grow if you don't apply yourself. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you brought that up because I was definitely going to say that earlier.
I mean, it's all about application, right?
Right.
It's only as much as you want it. Now, one thing I'll tell you about those people that came from the street, right? Those people that came from the street, that came from the blow up mattresses, as you might say, that came from the closet studios,
yeah,
that came from the
house hopping.
You know what I mean? The garage band guys,
car sleeping.
I'm talking about. Listen,
you
gotta
showering.
understand. I'm gonna put y'all on to some game. I remember I was 14 years old on Audacity. If you don't know what Audacity is a free software where you can record yourself, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're a musician and you're looking for some free software to be able to put some track down, Audacity is free, right? I remember I was making
freestyle videos on YouTube and MySpace.
Please find that and send it to me right now, chat.
How about no?
But here's the point, right? You gotta start somewhere, right? But you have to want to grow from wherever you start from if you want success. That's the moral. Listen, that's the moral of today's podcast of everything we talked about, straight up. If you really want to be successful on the back end of everything, at some point you gotta be willing to apply yourself to something. You know what I mean? At some point, just like Casanat, you gotta not be satisfied, and it just can't be enough, right? The money can't be enough for you. The fame can't be enough for you. The pretty girls, the jewelry, the cars, it can't be enough for you. The comfort can't be enough.
Stop there.
At some point in life, you got to look at everything you have, right? Because when you die, that's going to be your last chance, right? At some point in life, you have to pause everything you're doing. Step back, look at everything that you have in front of you, and say to yourself, hey, is this what I want for me, or is this not what I want for me? And if the answer is no, then you need to flip the script straight up. I don't care I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care how satisfied with you are. I don't care if your wife thinks your job is amazing and you can support her and everything's fine. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care how old you are. He said, what about the other side of it when it is enough? If it is enough, then stay there and stay prayed. If you feel like what you're doing right now in life is enough, hey, stay there, stay prayed, and keep growing. Because even if you can't see more to what there is, God always has more in store for you. It's the Sabbath, so we're going to preach a little bit. If you don't know what the Sabbath is, Google it. That's my word. You get what I'm saying?
Throwback.
If you think that right now in your life you have enough, and I'm not talking about money, right? That's not what we're talking about at all. If right now in life you're in a position where you're satisfied with everything around you, you're happy with what you're doing, your dreams have come true, you're in this predicament, that's perfect. I'm gonna tell you some good stuff that I know, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over again for the next 20 years, you're gonna realize that your dream was actually bigger than what you're doing. Where you're at right now that feels like enough is the starting point of what you've always dreamed of.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something about Jay's dream, right? Jay's dream is to have his own shop, right? At some point in life, Jay's going to get that shop. And that shop is going to be good, and it's going to be successful, and they're going to do all the custom work that he wants to do. You know, whatever name he wants to be at the billboard, the front is going to be up there shining, nice. He's going to have good customers. He's going to make good money. He's going to have a good girl by his side. He's going to have everything he wants, right? God is going to bless Jay with another shop, and another shop, and another shop, and another shop.
God willing. Yes,
So
sir.
here's the trick. That's not even part of his dream. Your dream is just the beginning of what's to come. So the trick about really chasing your dreams about what Casanat is doing, right? Casanat's dream is to be a fashion designer. He didn't say anything about being good at it.
But we never know. He could have had stuff that he drew up from high school.
Facts. Have you seen
Stuff he's been doing behind the scenes?
So listen, keep going. I'm gonna pull up a picture of some of the stuff that he designed.
I was just to feed off of what you said, because he's, this isn't something that, it doesn't seem like this is something that he just woke up at the beginning of the new year and was like, this is what I want to do. This seems like something that he's dreamed of for a long time, and he's just been putting it on a back burner because he's been so successful in his other endeavors. Now, with that being said, because he probably already has stuff that he's put his foot in. And I don't know if a lot of y'all pay attention to Casanat outside of his streams. I don't know if y'all see, what he does, when he's going to these different events and stuff. But bro be dressed up. You know what I'm saying?
He be having that shit on.
Like, he be having that shit on. Now, that's other people's, clothing stuff. We don't know what stuff he might have sat down with a designer team or, some fashion, designers and some graphic designers specifically, and cooked up some new stuff. He might already have some stuff out here that we don't even know about yet. Some test run shit. Stuff that he's probably been wearing that we didn't even really catch eyes to.
So this is a bag that he made. The name of his brand is Vivette.
See, there we go. See, I didn't even know that shit exists.
I'm not gonna lie. This slides to me though.
That's tough.
As a bag, I'm not gonna lie. That slides to me, bro.
That's tough.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he's got potential.
Like I
said,
said,
think we all do.
I feel like this is something he's already been cooking up, but now he's seeing the vision. He's seeing that the product come to reality, and now he's like, you know what? I need to give all my attention to this.
Facts.
And I think a lot of us in life, we tend to hit that moment where we're making it happen, and then we get content and comfortable, and we step away from it. Like, okay, I did it. That's cool. I can say I did it, and then go back to doing your regular because you feel like you just don't have enough time. No, like Tay said, bro, like that is just the beginning. That's just the window. You didn't even open the door yet and to see what else you have in store for you. God puts us where we need to be. He opens that door for us sometimes, but a lot of times he gonna put you in front of that door and he wants you to open it. He wants that to be your decision. And you got to take everything that comes with opening that door.
It's going to be good and bad.
When you allow yourself to make that happen and you push through, it's like trying to start working out at the beginning of the new year. You're like, I just worked a long day. I don't know if I want to go lift weights today. I don't know if I want to go do these push-ups. Once you get past that mental of, I don't know if it's going to work or I don't want to do this, and you go do it, you make it happen, everything else is going to unfold for you. You just got to be consistent. Everything in life is consistency. It's repetitive motion. For everybody that watched Demon Slayer, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's a real life lesson for real, outside of just it being an anime/cartoon. It's just repetitiveness. No matter how much you worry about the result, you do it. And when you do it consecutively, no matter what, it's going to be results. A lot of people just got to get past the mental wall. We all have a mental wall. And I feel like Kai finally got to that point where he was like, I got to get past it. Like, yeah, I'm doing this, and this is working out great for me. But there's this one thing I really just got to do. Sometimes a big breakup like what he had be the push for men specifically. Men go through a heartbreak, bro. We start doing stuff we never did before.
Facts.
Motherfucker, I didn't even think I would want to go skydiving. Boom, go skydiving. I didn't even think I wanted to start a business. Boom, go start a business. But at that point, we challenge ourselves because we start second guessing if we was ever good enough or not. And he'd be like, you know what? It's only one way to prove that to myself. Make younger me proud. So let that be a little lesson for everybody watching. And again, we thank and appreciate everybody. Everybody that comes in, taps in, brings in comments, brings in, new insight, the jokes. Lux Radio, thank you for having us once again. It's always a pleasure.
Always shout out to Lux Radio.
Shout out to everybody, on the Lux Radio platform. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow, check them out. We ain't the only ones here. Until the new week, we're going to make it happen. Challenge yourself. Between this week and next Saturday, challenge yourself. Do something. Open the door. And then you do it again a week after. Just keep doing it. You can leave a comment and be like, yeah, I did this. Just give us updates. We support it all.
That part.
But Monte, I'll let you close that out.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all every time I see you. In person or online, it doesn't matter. I appreciate everybody. You're a gift from God. I thank you for being here with us for episode 8. Episode 9 is going to be a movie. We're going to go over A$AP Rocky. We're going to go over NBA YoungBoy. It's going to be a movie. I'm going to love it. And then episode 10, we're going to get canceled. So make sure you're here next week. And make sure more than anything you're here the week after. Our outro today is going to be Jay's favorite song in the world. Thank you for rocking with us. I'm Tay.
What song is this?
This is Jay. Peace.
I didn't approve of this, whatever this is. I'm scared.
Sing it, chat.
Big old freak,
Big old freak.
Big booty, big old tree. I'ma make him wait for the pussy. Hit it in these big old ski. Ay, feet on the bed. I fuck him up in the head. Suck it, then look in his eyes. Then the next day I might leave him on red. Ay, pop it, daydreaming by how I rock it. He hit my phone with a horse, so I know that me come over and ride it. Shit, I'm on the way. Ride on that dick, I'm like, hey. Usually I like to fuck, but tonight we gon' make love 'cause you babe. Nobody know. I fuck with him on the low. We never show up together, but I text him when I'm ready to go. Hey, I had a couple of shots at the bar. I'm finna play with that dick in the car. I got him swerving and breaking the law. Leaves when I'm tennis, so nobody saw. Ain't nobody trick like me, Yeah, what you need like me, Ain't nobody got up on they tiptoes and roll to the tip like me, I got him addicted, he fiending. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treatment. He throw a fit when I leave him. He like, baby, let me rub on you. I get a little love from you. My body addictive, it's driving him crazy. I think I gotta run from him. Don't know what to do without it. He fucking with you, I doubt it. They don't understand that I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do with my body. You've been fiending for me lately, going crazy. I got what you need, I'm gon' give it to you, baby. Going crazy, fiending for me lately. I got what you need, I'ma give you what you crave. I'm a big old freak, I love to talk my shit. And you must be a pussy boy if you get offended. Bitches Tina Snow, they love me 'cause I'm cold. And you can't take no nigga from me, I got my control. I wanna fuck in the mirror, I like to look at your face when you in it. Come in the room and I'm giving commands, I am the captain and he the lieutenant. I need that neck like a motherfucking pendant. Need you to spit, make that motherfucker glisten. Tell him shut up, make that motherfucker listen. I bet he gon' like it, he won't do no tripping. Ain't nobody freak like me, Get what you need like me, Ain't nobody got up on they tiptoes and roll to the tip like me, I got him addicted, he fiending. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treatment. He throw a fit when I leave. Baby, let me rub on you. I get a little love from you. My body addictive, it's driving him crazy. I think I gotta run from him. Don't know what to do without it. He fucking with you, I doubt it. They don't understand that I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do with my body. You've been feeling for me lately, going crazy. got what you need, I'ma give you what you're craving.